Hello and welcome. This is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 3. Wait, what? If you follow my channel and have watched videos of Season 2, you know why we are where we are. Too many issues, too many problems, too slow. Too slow is probably the biggest problem that I had, and I believe we can move faster, we can make more progress, and I can stop talking for 10 minutes about something that you didn't see for the last 5 years. So let's start with that. Quick rules. There are no real rules anymore in this one. We still play hard, all the normal hard settings. Nothing has changed there. There you go. You can look at those if you can read that. All that's good. Loans are allowed. All industries are allowed. But we still aim for self-sufficiency. We still aim for not being completely frivolous, and we aim for building everything ourselves. For the first 2 years, I want to give myself a little leeway to build things quicker when I have to, especially for rail operations. Yes, I'm going to use rail right away. And also, I'm starting with medium money instead of hard money. Simply, purely, so I don't have to take out as many loans. At about 10 years from the start, so March 1970, I will reevaluate our loan situation and see where we are. And one, if we have a loan, I hope we don't. And two, if our loan should be some factor of our GDP. That's how countries work. Maybe we'll look into that. I don't know yet, but I made a lot of mistakes in the first one. Probably, or in season 2, probably one of the bigger ones was my rail planning was awful. Simply awful. So instead of doing the same mistake, let's not make that mistake, but let's get a construction office done first. Otherwise, I will have other problems. Construction offices, we will probably use helicopters a lot faster this time than last time. Also, I am planning on using more citizens at the beginning. I don't know how many yet, but I have a feeling we will have 2 towns. Let's see what happens. First, rail. And we are using the correct rail, not the regular rail. We're using electrified rail because I don't want... No, I do want to deal with that. I'll take that back right away. I think it's a nice challenge to upgrade your rail when you have to. So let's start with rail. I forgot how all of this works. This is great. I love the starting. The starting out is always by far my most favorite piece of the game. Always. We're going to pause for a little while so we can actually get started, but we will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 dozers. Cool. Oh, they upgraded the price. They changed the price a lot. That makes more sense now. We'll figure that out later. But there you go. Construction office is ready to go. This will be our main import-export location, I believe. So let me plop in some rail, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so here's my more or less little convoluted rail network. There is a junction here. There's the main junction that goes to the border with a really nice long queuing area that we can easily expand to both sides. And there's another one here. And great, we have rail. I will use the auto build options once appropriate, but for right now, let's stay planning, keep this planning, because what I want to do is set up the first incomes. Generally, I would set up a construction zone first, but in this case, I feel a little more inclined to set up something that can make us some money, because money is a good thing in this game, eventually, at some point, especially if you want to play fast. So what we're going to do is look at our economy, look at the current prices. You can sort by selling value, and nuclear fuel we're not going to do. UF6 we're not going to do, but clothing, that's something we can easily do. And if we look at it, all we have to do for clothing is import some fabric and call it good. 80 people work here. That is really cheap. So we just need something that can store fabric and clothing. What's that? Just a simple warehouse. We don't even have to go fancy here. A simple warehouse will do the job for what we actually need here. And then we obviously... I prefer a cargo station over no cargo station. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get this one in here. Auto build is off for right now, but that's what we're going to start with. I haven't started with just clothing in a while, but this will not be the only thing that we're producing in our new republic. That didn't work. Try that again. Run and turn the UI off. Come on. Come on. I knew you wanted to. The nice thing with the clothing factory is it has so many connections that it shouldn't be a real problem to get any of these lined up in a way that's conducive to business. So 2 of these, how many can we produce? Maybe I should look that up. 2 of these can produce maximum production per workday, 1.2 ton of clothes, which tells me this is a really, really, really low volume production. So instead of setting up a rail connection right away, maybe, just maybe, I just set a cargo connection up right away. And I shouldn't be stubborn. Just do this right. Just put them on the other side. Get the rail connection on the side that we were just on, and this one, once it does what I need it to do, something like that. all right, you're just being silly now. F2, raise this one up until everything is on that tiny little mountain that we have there. It should be better. Cargo station, and yeah, something like this. There's no reason to make this really complicated. Cool. That is connected because we can do everything we need with a simple truck connection here. And we are really close to the border, so that should make our life really, really easy. Yes, we're going to start with gravel road because the first couple years, as I said, I'm going to give myself a little bit leeway. Now, we're not going to go across the railroad here because it's a really busy section. But what we can do is use our nice concrete bridges till we're at a height that makes sense. Cross over here, and then set up a nice connection to this side. I do believe it helps you a little bit if you go one way in and one way out. We're not going to do exactly that, but we are at least kind of imitating it. We get those 2 connected here. They don't have to be perfect yet. Get our bridge to go down. This should be fine. Gravel road to connect all of this, and then you should be able to just go to the same point. That looks great. Yeah, no, that's actually exactly what we wanted. And this one can be a little swingy. Yeah, perfect. So there's our first industry. Super simple. Industry will need workers. So that's the next thing in a second that we have to set up. It really hurts when I do something wrong. Even a new thing like this, just messing it up. I took the warehouse out and set up a rail cargo, not a rail, but a road cargo station. Now, a road cargo station in this case is probably going to be enough for what we need, but I need to store stuff. Without storing stuff, overproduction is just not going to cut it for us. So let's fix that. Too steep of an incline now. Come on, just let me do the thing that I wanted to do earlier and already had done, and then I just ruin it by doing the thing that I do, which is not figure out exactly how I want to do things. Sometimes it's better if you simply start with the simple things, which is simply. Have I said simply enough this time? Probably not. Which is just your basic starter town and go from there and not worry about everything else too much, but that's not how I roll. Not how I roll at all. This one's even pointing the correct way, so awesome. No, let's just, you can go around this mountain here. There you go. That's it. That's the spirit. That's good. These have to be connected somehow as well, and then I would think maybe I just use this warehouse for picking up clothes because we won't need that much product for a little while, and that is great. Let's leave that the way it is. I do want to pre-plan for my rail because that's usually a problem later on when I'm not thinking about it, but here we go. You can go there, you can go here, and you will just go around this business. That will work. Just nice and simple. Just play with the terrain until it does what you need it to do, and there you go, you connect back up. Now, simple, super simple loop right there. That looks good. You should be able to do what I need you to do. See? No problem. You connect there, something very similar. I already saw it. There you go. Stretch you out a little bit. Get you connected up there, and this one, with our new parallel roads, is a lot easier to build like that. Great. Now everything is sort of connected, and we have this large area with nothing happening yet. Good. That's exactly what we want to see. I will use the fancy build everything button once it's appropriate. But here we are. First industry, really close to the border. That should get us started pretty nicely. Now it's time to get our first city set up. I think this is actually a pretty good place to do that. Have this little junction, intersection right here. That is pretty good. Yep. Get you in there. Then avoid the mistake from last time. I'm not going to build the small stores anymore, mostly because of the worker discrepancy and the parking space misalignment that we don't have, because this one has 2 parking spaces, which is all I need to deliver everything I want. The other one only had 1. That's no good. That does not help anyone. Fire station should be close enough to the city, but also close enough to actually protect stuff around us. Wonderful. That can go there. A hospital, similar idea. We are playing modded now, so I will allow myself, because I'm not planning on using hospitals that have helicopters, at least not in this area, to play with a smaller hospital. Maximum patients 45, and that 45 is the winner. You can go right here. You should be nice and cheap, and I shouldn't have any problems with you at all. Now, what else do we need? We do need a kindergarten, and we do need a school. The school I like to put more central. The kindergarten I like to leave out a little more. Now, this is our first town. That's important to note, because I only want to... I was thinking about numbers, 500 people per starter town, and I would like 2. That gives us 1,000 people to start with, and that should work pretty nicely. Now, there's a town here, obviously, because we're going to produce this. I may use this warehouse to also store food and other things to deliver to this area, or I use a different warehouse that's probably going to be in this area, because this is still our best bet for gravel. That's where we should go. That's where we should start gravel, and we need that to build anything else. And that's why I built out the railroad to this area, so we can actually use it and, well, do something with the gravel that we're going to put there. So let's continue with our city. We have our school, we have fire station, we have hospital, we have food and all that stuff. That is excellent. I will need a university. 25 and 25 is good. 50 and 50 is not terrible. This one doesn't do what I needed to do. This feels a little more reasonable. What's this one? Oh, this one's the one that I built a long time ago. I actually don't hate this one. Yeah, that was season 1 where I built this one. I like this one. I'm gonna get back to that one just in a little bit. So all that's good. Equipment. We will need sport. Let's not forget sport. So tourism, which brings me to the other place. Tourism is one of the best starting industries in the game, maybe the best one, because the setup cost is so cheap. So I'm also considering, because we're only producing clothing here, clothing is a very, I don't know, tourists go to places where clothing is really cheap. So I feel that it's appropriate to build a small little touristy town maybe in this area, using the 500 people that work here to give us some income. That should be wonderful. So a pool can go right there. I will plan out the tourist industry in just a little bit later. Since this will be touristy, I don't want it to be ugly. So let's get some bigger complexes. Oh, how close is this? It's not super close, it's not super far away. I will try to stay far enough away so that the pollution is not really an issue. We do have a hospital, but that's not everything. This is 130, 260 approximately, 390. I have room for one more, I believe. Right here. You're gonna make my life hard with roads, aren't you? Yes, you are. Let's inch you up here. Cool. You did it. Proud of you. You get in there, you get in there. You can connect right here. And let's see what we can do with our footpaths. What are the odds we're getting through here? The odds are 100%. We did it. Do the same thing here. Connect that one there. This one, why not? And this one can get a direct connection on that side. I am using the footpaths because they are indeed faster for walking. So don't forget that when you build your cities. That should be good. They should be able to get to this, what's it called? It was the clinic, small clinic. They should be able to get there pretty easily. I will add another connection here, and then I will use the university that we just talked about. Where are you? You are right here. I like you. I want you. Right here is a pretty good spot. And then I will employ what someone said in the last season, which is use the dorms to refill your smarter people or university educated people on the rest of the map. So I will build these in range of the university, but also in range of the normal working quarters, residential areas right there. And those two together should help me get everything connected and everything squared up. That should be good. Couple things that we still need, pretty obviously. One is heat. Heat has to be connected. There's no way around that. See where a good place is. I was hoping I could fit it maybe right here. I do believe if I would really try to fit it there, I could. Out here is a place where I don't think I would fit it. The other place I would like to have it is actually outside the city here, because that should give me the option to put a heating plant here that heats both my cities from one central location, because the other city probably is going to be here if gravel is going to be in this area. So I actually like where this guy is. That's, so far, everything is awesome. Power, that was another mistake that I felt I made in the first iteration of this. Windmills are great, but they don't play nice with the power grid. Every time a windmill turns on, the power grid turns off, and vice versa. And since current is more like a current, like water current, it doesn't just go away. It has to flow one direction and then it has to remove itself, go to the other direction. So there was always a time in between when stuff wasn't connected, and that was awful. That is not a good place to be. So instead of having that problem again, I'm just mitigating that by having one main power grid that I'm going to build, and the windmills will be standalone on their own, just standing by when they're required. Cool. All of this feels pretty good. There is a university here, so I should maybe make use of that by using train platforms. I think this is a pretty good spot for it. It is relatively far away, but I think once we advance the game a little bit, this distance is not going to seem as far as it is right now to the rest of the map. So let's just connect all of these. Can you come down here? No. Can you come down? Yes. You can go there, so everyone is connected. This guy should be in range of pretty much everything over here besides, what's this? Small shopping center. You're not connected to the shopping center. That's a little worrisome. At least I don't think it would be. Maybe they are. Maybe there are. Maybe I will reevaluate where this one's located because, honestly, no. I'm going to reevaluate that right now. Give me the path removal tool because I don't think it will connect from here. It may, but it probably won't. But I am pretty certain that it will connect from the south side. No problem. So plop it right here. It still has the heat. It still has everything else that we set up earlier. So this should be good. Are you in range of this guy? Yeah, that's pretty close too. Yeah, no, that's good. This is great. And then I will use this passenger station as well. Get over the road here, hopefully. Good. You can connect in here. Actually, I would like you to connect to the existing joints. Cool. There you go. Very good. And then have you come out on this side. This side doesn't have an actual queuing area, so it should be able to just connect straight up. And since we're not... Come on. Since we're not wasteful, I'm going to connect both of the platforms. On this side, I would like to give it a little extra room. There you go, for longer trains that will stand in this side. So now this part is all connected to our rail network, and that should be good. People can go to school now from external sources, and our trains will run relatively fast, or fast enough for everything to happen. So this city feels pretty set up. Let me double check if I forgot something. Residentials, we have equipment for citizens. We don't have a cinema. Cinema is not required, but it's good to have. Out here feels actually like a pretty good spot. I like it. Put it there. Connect this one to the existing infrastructure. That's important. You can just be a road that goes straight out here and kind of connects to this guy. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, continue that way just a little bit. That should be good. Excellent. So now we have that. Cinema is in. What else did we forget? Citizens, we have the soccer pitch. We're not going to use a pub as usual. Car dealer's not required yet. Education. Kindergarten, I did not build one yet. But over here feels like a pretty okay spot to put one over here as well, actually. Let's just use what we can because we did take down that dorm earlier. So here we are. Get you up this hill. And now everyone should be connected. No problems. Can we get a footpath in here? No, we can't. Just asking for too much there. That's just how that goes. So all of this is connected. Great. That's one of our starter cities that should make us money in this general area. Two things that actually no, there's more than two things that I want. The first one, get me something with a distribution office. I think every city will probably get their own. I think having it close to the border is not a bad thing. So one goes there. Great. Containers are something I really want to use. This serious. I'm not going to restrict myself to say I have to use it, but I want to use it. That's a difference. Let's connect you on this side as well. Yeah, that makes me feel better. So distribution office there, important. I don't have a real bus connection at this point. So let's add a normal size bus platform. Out here feels right. It's a little outside the city, and now I have a station connection on this side and on this side. And I can actually probably use the connection here to send workers all the way out to here now that we can build our footpaths across railroad again. This is just really easy. And this should be actually in range, and I wouldn't even have to worry about sending any buses here, and that's great. So these should have workers now. No problem. They don't have power yet, so let's fix that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of things, of everything. It's not going to work. And we're not going to get the second city done today. That's what my feeling is right now. But here we are. Load all of that up, and this looks better. Now, the distribution office is still right here, and that's what we wanted. We will need a gas station. I don't have a single one yet. So let's build one closer to the main road than anywhere else. This feels actually like a really good spot for it. So, yep. Get you in there. Out here also feels like a really good spot. Really close to the border post, especially since we're not using buses right now over there. Nope. I changed my mind. You don't fit there. I want you out by the border post. That's much better. Right at this corner. And this one is one, the gas station apparently works a little better with the windmills, so we can throw that in there. It's not perfect with the windmills. I may have to replace it right away, but for right now, this is fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can even fit right here. I love it. You're not even going to take any space away from anyone. That's what we want. Saw it. I saw green. I saw the green already. I would like to turn these roads into one-way roads eventually, so as long as I can do it like this, this is perfect. And I use a dirt road there because for obvious reasons. And then the last thing very clearly is a technical service. I don't need the humongous one, so let's go out to the mods. Technical, great. At least 5. The right one. Technical services, yeah. Huh. These look very much like the construction offices that I used at some point, but they are clearly not. You can go here. Just clear all the roads that you see, which we're not very dependent on. Excellent. This is city number 1. Let's see how much money it will cost us. That's the wrong button. I need to go here. Badge with rubles. I didn't set the people, but I'm also going to almost use all of the people that can build it. Let's see, it's probably set to 75%, the basic one. Yeah, it's like a little more than half. I think that's fine for now. That's what I have done. What I would have done regardless. That should be fine. What am I missing? I need a place where this guy can bring their wares. I think I want to do that place a little more decentralized for the next city, or with the next city in mind. I love where I place my construction office because it lets me do this. Are you... There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome. You're doing great work. And the first warehouse may be a little cheeky to put it this close to the border, but I think it will help us in the long run. So that's what we're going to do. There's a cliff. We're not going to terraform that cliff that's right there. We could use it for a gravel quarry, but I don't think that's going to happen. Build a road out this way. Yep, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, we have the road out that way. The only thing that I don't like about having a warehouse in here is that I don't currently have a real dedicated way to get another warehouse filled with food on this side, unless I use this warehouse for clothing and for food, which does not sound terrible. I could, well, no, I can't unload food here because I don't have a cargo station. I can't unload food in this area. So what I would need to do is either connect one of these connections again, or build another set of rail that is the drop off for food. I don't want to use it right here because we're just way too close to the border, and I don't want to cross any of this with what we have. But what I can use, yeah, I can totally use this rail to bring in food and other things to this location. So, warehouse. No, just this one. Thank you. Warehouse right here. On one side, you will need a road cargo station, and on the other side, you will need a rail cargo station. So let's figure that out. Road. Just right here. That should be good. Connect with a normal piece of road. That's good. This can be a dirt road. I hope you don't burn down. If you burn down, now we actually lose all our cargo. I'm saying all of that, but I'm also thinking I'm going to put a city right here. So this rail will probably go through here, but there will be a city around the rail, which means there will be a passenger station in this city, and that should be good. I don't want to drop it off directly there, even though I'm doing that on the other side, but we have at least 2 different cargoes coming in here. So cargo station right there. All right. That looks like a big mountain that I have to figure out how I'm going to get the rail over that, but here we are. Moving it over just so I can get my road connection in there a little nicer. Free terraforming is worth gold in this game. I love it. Come over here, straighten out a little bit. Yep, that works. That is very satisfactory to me. I know that this area will look very kind of similar to what we did earlier for gravel industries, so I think it would be best if I add another flyover junction here. And I know sometimes I will get asked, can you just show me how you make this junction? And I will show you right now. I did 3 earlier that you probably didn't see. But this is what I do. You just start in the middle. You raise the land around the rail until it stops raising. That's usually a good indicator of you're done raising right now, and that's a good height. But then you go over and raise it just a little more. There's no science here. I'm sure someone will figure out some way to tell you exactly how long and how far. Not what I do. Then you place the rail. The rail actually has rail posts. Look where those are, because if they touch the rail below it, you can't build them. Otherwise, you can. Great. So those are in. Let's extend these out just a little more because we're probably going to need it. I would guess there's never going to be a reason for whatever I build here to get on this rail, which technically means, and I will probably regret that connecting this guy is enough to get in here. He looks pretty happy. And I could have done this with a different type of bridge, the curvy bridge. And this side over here will be enough to connect whatever we have over here to the rest. And then this is still our right rail. Let's see if we can run this through here. Good enough. So I'm happy. And having this run a little lower, I don't think is a real problem. It's simply a opportunity to build a bridge over it in the middle of the city. And that's not bad. This one, I'm going to say, does not need a turnaround spot. It can just get a normal diamond junction, and then that's your turnaround for this rail. I think that's good. Why does this look funky? It's okay. It's acceptable. That goes there. The city will be constructed here. I'm pretty sure I can get rid of that bridge. No longer needed. This is all we need. This goes in and that goes out. I will require a way to get across here to actually deliver stuff to there. That should be good now. And I do want a passenger station in here somewhere. Where's a good space for that? Where would be a good space for that? I like this tunnel, but let's see. Not a tunnel, but it's a semi-tunnel. How are we doing? 44 minutes with a little time lapse in there. Okay. Platform station. Yes. Yes, please. Bus stop 420. This has rail and road connections, which is not a bad thing for what I want here. But all I really need is a single rail connection. That should be enough. I'm going to say 320 people is enough for the city that I'm going to build here. This is what I'm going to do. You, please connect straight to this rail. Thank you. Just straight up there, nice and green. Cool. This one, come out just a little bit, then give me the curvy bridge to get you back over on this side and then run all the way down here. Like it. So this gets a turnaround. The cargo line does not, and this should mean nothing should ever interfere with anything, really. And that is great. Get this one out here. Get you out here. I think that's good. Let's plan for our crossings. Looks like there's a good mountain right there. So here's our trick. Just do smaller pieces when it does want to connect right away. That will help you. I'll put the roads in real quick. I'll be back. Cool. That was a lot easier than what I expected. And I even got a railroad crossing with my passenger path in the middle of everything. So that should help immensely for everything I'm going to do next. I actually didn't think we are going to get to the second city, but I think we have a chance here. Because I started with this warehouse over here. Wrong overlay. Let's turn that off. 5, you can go be this, and this will be our second starter city, and that is all I want to build for free. Once the second starter city is done, I will worry about the construction office setup. So gravel, cement, prefab panels. Maybe I'll do logs in this area. Now I have more room on this side, and I could maybe do all construction industries from this city, at least to start with. You really don't need a lot of people. And then, well, I don't need a lot of people until I want to plan for rail construction. Then I need as many people as I can have, which this city may be a good candidate for at least expanding. The way it looks right now, I don't think I will need the rail right away, so that may be a good chance to just expand into that. So, cool. What we're doing here, it is more a worker city, so let's make it a little smaller. 500 people is still what I want, but always start with your minimum needs. Oh wow, I can build across from a footpath now? That's awesome. Always start with your minimum. No, I didn't think so. It told me that I could, and I said, nah, just kidding. Always start with what you need, so shop in the middle, which should also be reachable from this side, so that's awesome. A cinema, we will see, can we squeeze it just on the opposite side of what's going on? Maybe? Yeah, we can. Cool. Love it. I don't want to terraform too much. I think the terraforming itself is cool. As long as this cinema is now reachable from this station, I think we are in pretty good shape. Then our school. Doesn't have to be super central. I would like it to be a little out of the way, but not too much. I think it can fit here. If you try, you can fit there. Just click a little bit and eventually it will go. That looks good. People can even walk across here now and get to that spot. Kindergarten we will do again last. I would like the indoor pool again, so we don't lose all our citizens right away. Great. What else? What else? I think that's good. We have school, fire and rescue. Fire station, I am totally happy with the big one. And here, I am leaning towards getting a helicopter for this one. Getting a helicopter for this one, where I know that at this point we don't have enough water around us, that this fire station right now couldn't even operate. But I know how to fix that. We can, not easily, but we can add a crater lake. in this general area over here, and that shouldn't be a problem. So I will probably do that off screen again because it's really not that exciting to get that done. So get that one in. Let's get our heliport. You're supposed to turn the building green. Turn it green. There we go. Now we have a heliport. You just look really funky. I'm gonna do it here. I can, but I don't need fancy road. I just need mud road on this one. Great. So now we have a helicopter on there. Maybe I need more than one, but maybe I don't. So for right now, this should be good. All right, that's better. Much better. Thank you. We have that one in there. This one I just realized does not store meat at this point. But I do want to store meat. Let's figure that out. I don't want this. I want food, meat storage. Part of me says I don't have to be connected to the road station, but I do have to be connected to the rail station because that's where meat is most likely going to come from. So that's what we're going to do. And that just means this also has to be gravel. Cool. So meat is there. Everything else is here. This is all the supply for both of these cities, and that is excellent. There is something still missing. There's two things still missing. The first one, I will try to remedy right away. Heat for this city. I don't think I'm going to find a better spot than this. Great. The other thing is electricity. Over here is a really nice small spot. Can you go in here, please? Yep, you can. Cool. That's those two things figured out. I need a large heating plant that can supply everything, and I need a way to supply coal to this heating plant. How are we going to do that? So there's one right here, and there's one right there. This is probably going to be as central as I'm going to be. Maybe here. That feels good. Come on. You can do it. There you go. That's as central as I'm going to be. That's a good start. I will probably try to bring people here from both cities, just to have a little better supply, hopefully. Just lowering this a little bit because it's being a little annoying. There you go. We all knew you could do it. Come on. And then I will need a way to supply coal to this heating plant. As long as I use trucks, it will be enough to just bring coal directly to the heating plant. But if I want to use trains, I will need a better setup. That's a setup I don't want to build for free right now. That's something for later, so this should be fine. One distribution office may not be enough anymore, but I think for right now we're doing pretty okay. Let's get some citizens in here. Here I want the 75s, also 500 people, so actually turn that way. 1, 2, 3, I said 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 7 is 42, is that right? No. I want 2 more of you. That's good. And then I would like a couple more out here. I think that should be enough for buildings where people can live. Residential areas. Residential buildings, not areas. What am I talking about? You go in there, you go in there. Connect everything up with paths. That'll be important. Without paths, I think I would be screwed. Yep, I need you to go there. I also need you to come all the way over here. Good. I need you to connect. That should be good. These guys. Definitely these guys. I need... I don't Yeah, I do want you there. You connecting here. Yes. As long as I can get a road through here, I think we should be good. Yep. Nope. Always the same thing. Come on. Come on. No, you want to. Come on. F4, turn it off. Aww, I'm so close. Just let me build this. There it is. You just gotta want it more than the game wants you to not get it done. So there you go. That's in there, that's in here. Workers there. We don't have a hospital. We do not have a hospital. I am running out of time now, though. I am definitely running out of time. Hospital, where are you? H, heating, hospital. There you go. Another 145, please. Over here, we have more citizens on that side, and power is connected. That should all be good. I will probably... yeah, this will need a gas station, but the gas station probably will be more on this side. Okay, here's our planning. This is all great. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. 2 cities, about 500 people each, so 1,000 people to start with. We don't have any population on the map right now, but that's on purpose. We will import food, meat, coal, clothing. I think that's it. Get a couple trucks set up for a dedicated delivery, and that should be wonderful. And then next time, we're actually going to build all of this and get everything going and work on our construction industry over in this area and probably start on the rail industry very fast. My goal is to give you at least 1 episode every year. Now, in the beginning, expect a few more episodes, maybe 2, 3 for the first year, and then we'll start going into 1 a year afterwards, potentially. Because we will do a lot more building in-house. Instead of auto building, we're not going to auto buy anything. Nope, that's a big no-no. Why is this guy not connected? This guy should be connected because once we actually run, they will need power, or they will need fuel or something else. But that's all I have for right now. I will see you again next time when we are connecting, when we're turning everything on. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.